Welcome back to Caffeine and Clarity, the space where we sip slowly, reflect honestly, and try to make sense of the mess. Not the curated mess, the real mess. The kind that shows up on an ordinary Tuesday when someone says something in just the wrong way, just the wrong tone, and suddenly your whole nervous system goes on the attack. Yeah, that mess. So, today's episode started with a quote. I was listening to a podcast. I couldn't tell you the name of the episode or what the host was even talking about, but this one line stuck. I don't think you can completely undo your default settings, but you can be mindful of them. Let that sink in. I don't know about you, but it hit me right in that quiet place behind the ribs. That place where old truths like to settle and hide. It stayed there, popped in and out of my mind for weeks. Like one of those little whack-a-mole thoughts that only disappears until you're emotionally exhausted or brushing your teeth or driving home alone, some random time. And then last week, it came out of hiding. So let's unpack that together, shall we? Let me set the scene. I was having a conversation, not a deep one, not a confrontation, just a regular everyday talk with someone. And then, mid-sentence, they corrected me. Nothing harsh, no big accusation. But the way they said it, it was like a paper cut. Small, unexpected, but sharp enough to make me flinch. And here's the thing. I didn't actually know if they meant it that way. But something in their tone, or maybe just something in me, triggered that old familiar tightness in my chest. The heat rose in the back of my neck. The micro panic that started crawling up my spine. Do you know that feeling? I don't know, maybe it's just me. But it's when your body reacts before your brain even knows why. Suddenly, I'm not a grown woman in a calm conversation. I'm 14 again, being scolded, or 22 and being talked over in a meeting, or 33 and trying not to cry in front of someone who thinks that tears makes you weak. My emotional fire alarm was blaring. And it was telling me, they just talked down to you, and you better do something about it fast. Now, here's the part where I pause, because I know that alarm. I know it intimately. It's one of my factory settings, the ones I didn't ask for, but picked up somewhere along the way. Built through divorce, a few broken friendships, misunderstandings, all of the moments where I had to defend myself or else be dismissed, ignored, or feel invisible. So I learned, speak up fast, speak loud, don't leave room for anyone else to get the last word. It's my protection, my armor. It's muscle memory. But you know what it isn't? Helpful. At least not anymore. Because here's the truth I'm learning slowly. Not everyone who corrects you is trying to crush you. Sometimes people are just people, and your nervous system is still running code from an older version of your life. So this time, when I felt that old script firing up, I tried something new. Instead of clapping back, my usual, instead of shutting down, my backup usual, I just breathed, sat in the heat, and said out loud, "Hey, I need a minute. I want to come back to this when I'm not feeling so reactive." I didn't say it to guilt trip them. I didn't say it to win. I said it because I knew if I kept talking, it would not be my wisest self speaking. It would be my wounded one. And you know what they did? They nodded. No drama, no pushback, just, okay. Okay? That's it? Just okay? Huh, go figure. Later, when I felt more grounded, we circled back. And it was an actual conversation, not a battle, not a debate, just two people being human. That's what presence feels like. Not polished, not perfect, just real and kind, forgiving, even when you're still figuring it out. So let me ask you something. What are your factory settings? The ones that show up when you're hungry, tired, overstimulated, or just plain done. The ones that whisper old lies like, "You're being disrespected again. If you don't say something now, you'll regret it. No one listens unless you yell," etc. We all have them. We're human. And honestly, most of them were built to protect us. They came from real pain, real moments. They're not your enemy. But they don't have to be your boss either. Your triggers don't mean you're broken. They just mean there's something old there that got touched. And the more aware you are, the more choice you have. So now, when I feel that internal fire alarm going off, I ask, is that a fire or just smoke? Is this real or just familiar? And from there I choose. Maybe I speak up. Maybe I take a walk. Maybe I cry and then respond. Not because I've healed everything, but because I know myself better now. And that, my friend, is clarity. So, here's your coffee thought for the day. You don't have to erase your old wiring to grow. You just have to notice when it starts sparking and give yourself permission to pause before it burns the whole room down. You're not a machine. You're not a problem to fix. You're a human being with layers and memories and soft spots. And you're allowed to update your own operating system at your own pace with grace. So the next time something gets under your skin and you feel yourself flaring up or shutting down, pause. Ask, is this my truth or just an old echo? Do I need to react right now? Or can I return to this when I feel like me again? That pause, that's the difference between spiraling and growing. Thanks for being here with me. This one was a tough one to sit down with and really mull over. Until next time, sip slow, think deep, and give yourself the grace to grow. You're doing better than you think. And you're not alone.
Thanks for spending a little time with me here on Caffeine and Clarity. If something stirred in you today, let it sit. Let it steep. Clarity has a way of rising when we slow down. Until next time, keep sipping, keep feeling, and keep showing up for your own becoming. I'll see you next week.